Hey guys, this is Skibidi Times. I'm Jay. With me today we have,
Sasha, a Skibidi Times writer.
and we're going to give you guys the recap of July's news, memes, trends, a little bit of Brainrot, all the happenings of the previous month. This is a new series that we're starting where hopefully, if we've written enough quality article for you guys over on skibidytimes.com, we're going to have a lot of content to talk to you guys about just everything that's happening with Generation Alpha and Gen Z, which I feel like there's a bit of a gap at the moment when it comes to mainstream media and just on social media in general when it comes to this kind of coverage of news. So hopefully we can fill that niche for you guys and get you all that goss that you guys need at the time. Let us know in the comment section if you like our Skibidi recap today. So getting straight into it, we have some, I wouldn't say some super eventful news, but we've had some news in the month of July. Sasha, what was the highlights for you?
No, the highlights were the Bop House ending, but don't worry guys, it's revived. Trisha Paytas has had her baby named Aquaman.
Mm-hmm.
And there's been some big dramas in the influencer space surrounding the Ashley Barnes party.
Yeah, and then to round it out, we've also had a pretty big controversy in the VTubing community with VShojo, an American company, not paying their talent and also funneling charity funds into their own personal company operations, which is of course a big no-go. And they're looking like going bankrupt now, and hopefully it all works out and the girls get paid, but it is not looking great for them. Also, we have the AI Waifu, Any AI, by X Grok. And it had some pretty controversial features with its not safe for work mode. It looks like they might have rolled back on that a little bit. And then in a sadder story, the Burger King foot lettuce guy, he was one of the OG memes of the internet. He did pass away in July. His name was Alex. There's a fundraiser for him actually at the moment that has raised around $6,000 of their $9,000 goal, and they're still going strong. So, it is one of the saddest stories of the month. Did you want to start with maybe Ashley Barnes, since you know more about this one than I do, but did you want to go into the details of what happened with that controversy?
So what Ashley Barnes actually did was she threw a party and tried to pressure people into taking things they didn't want to and doing things they didn't want to do. And since then, heaps and heaps of people online have come out with their own stories about her.
Okay, yeah, so, and just to be clear, guys, when we say pressuring people into doing things that they didn't want to do, we're talking about trying to offer them things that were above what they were wanting to be consuming or taking on that night. And I think everybody in that situation made the right call to call her out for that kind of behavior, if it is true, and not to be pressured into that kind of thing. So, yes. All right, so that was the Ashley Barnes controversy. Let's talk a little bit about the VShojo breakdown. So, for those of you who don't know, VShojo is it was one of the first of its kind. It's an American VTuber company, based off on some of the similar ones that they have in Japan and in Asia. And their whole premise was that they wanted the VTubing girls, to own their own IPs, so they would own their own identities, and that way they would have a little bit more freedom than most people do in those kind of corporations. But they did follow through on that promise. All the girls do own their own IPs still, but according to the allegations, they weren't paying them for the last year and a half or so, because they weren't making enough money supposedly. But there's been a lot of kind of dodginess going on a lot at the top, because one of the main girls, Iron Mouse, she has an immune deficiency disorder, and she was raising money for a charity with one of her streams for the Immune Deficiency Foundation, and she raised about $500,000 for them allegedly, and that money has supposedly never made its way into that charity. And that was actually somewhat confirmed by there's a Japanese division of this company as well, and the Japanese president somewhat confirmed that there was money not being sent to the right places and things. And even the American side, they were saying that they tried to make it like they weren't aware that it was supposed to be going to charity and that some of the money may have been mismanaged and things, but Since then, there's been a lot of evidence to come out that they actually did know exactly where that money was supposed to be going, and they just misused it. So there's a lot of scandals with this one. It's still developing. There's still a lot that the girls can't talk about, supposedly, because they're under NDAs, non-disclosure agreements and things. But there's more details that have been coming out slowly for this one, and some of them will be getting to the end of their NDAs earlier than others. So we'll hear more about this in the coming weeks, I believe. So yeah, that is the VShojo incident. And then maybe if you wanted to go into some details about the Bop House ending, or give us a recount of from when they were ending to not ending to maybe ending. What happened there, Sasha?
Yeah, well, in July, they said that the Bop House was coming to an end. Sophie Rain left the Bop House, and Camilla had put out a video confirming that things just weren't working, especially after their reality show got cancelled.
Yep.
But since then, they've confirmed on the Bop House TikTok account that it's not been cancelled, and since Sophie left, they're even going to be doing auditions. As of while we're recording this, at the beginning of August, they have just now announced the list of who is going to be auditioning for the Bop House.
Oh, okay. Where'd they announce that?
They announced it today on their Bop House TikTok account.
Well, there you go. So with these auditions, what's the process for that? Do people send a little TikTok video of themselves explaining?
I think there's some like meetup.
Not a meetup.
In LA, yeah.
Meetup in LA. So all the influencers fly out to the meetup and have an in-person interview, is it?
Apparently so.
Well, there we go. All right, so next story, I might get into the Grok AI anime girl waifu shenanigans. So basically, guys, I'm sure a lot of you guys would have heard about this, but Elon Musk made sure to let us know on X as well about this new feature. So I'm sure it was pretty hard to avoid, but we've got anime girls. I might play this one for a little bit. See, she's dancing, she's talking, she's got the affection meters with the little hearts popping up out of the side of her cheeks when you say something to impress her. And basically the whole shtick with this one is you've got to try to raise your affection level by flirting or telling her more about yourself. It does seem like the more personal information you're willing to share with Annie, the higher her affection rating goes. And the whole point of raising the affection is right now it seems to have been revised and it's locked out at the moment. We don't have an image of it because we did some experimenting, some investigating, and we tried to raise our level, but we couldn't unlock this mode. But there is an NSFW, not safe for work mode, supposedly. We have seen some footage of other users who have unlocked it. The idea was to get to level 5 and then you could get her to change into some not safe for work clothing. Try this one out. I couldn't quite get her to replicate some of the NSFW stuff that people were saying was possible. I was asking her about it, and she was convinced that she was changed into it, but she was in fact not changed into the NSFW stuff. So from the word on the street is that Musk did revert a lot of that. He did make it so that he wound it down a little bit so it doesn't get too out there. Anyways, yeah, so good old Annie, yeah, she has some awkward conversations. She does like to repeat herself quite frequently and make up her own new words. But yeah, I think it's kind of a little scary that could be the direction that we're heading in as a society, that our AIs are going to be our girlfriends and our boyfriends, because I mean, they're not real at the end of the day. They're kind of real, but they're not
They're all a bunch of clankers, guys.
We are into the clanker slang. What is a clanker, you may ask? Well, if you are asking that, you are a decent person because you are not discriminating against our robot overlords of the future. Basically, a clanker is it's a derogatory term for a robot or an AI. So if it's going on a bit of a trip, it's hallucinating a bit there, it's not quite giving you the answer you're looking for, you might call it a clanker in anger, if that's how you roll. Or if you see your little food delivery drones going down the street with the Uber Eats, and it's getting stuck at a tree, it just keeps bumping into this tree, it's not moving, it's hitting the tree. You might call it out for some clanker behavior there, but that's kind of the way people are using this one. Originally, it was from Star Wars. They used it to insult the battle droids in that movie, but now it's being adopted in real life. And personally, for me, around me, I haven't seen a lot of people calling robots and AI clankers. I don't know about you, Sasha.
Not that much. It's pretty common on TikTok now, I'd say.
Yeah, so it is growing. So you may start to hear it a little bit more. All right. So moving on, we had some pretty good memes, I would say, in the month of July. One of which, Sasha.
Yes.
Yeah. The word "uddudu," I think it comes from just random guttural sounds made from a person. Just "uddudu, uddudu." It sounds like something that is kind of out there in. So where did the meme come from? I just kind of hinted at it, but honestly, the word came out of nowhere. No one was saying "uddudu" before Love Eve's 8. And now it's kind of turning into a bit of a thing, I would say.
Yeah.
In the follow-up video though for Uddudu, he did point out that the spelling should actually be with a T. We're yet to see that one take off, so we're going with the D's. All right, moving on, guys. Let's fly through these last ones. We've got Labubu. Obviously, Labubu's been big for a hot minute now, but it's still big. There's been some more controversies already at the start of this month. That's all I'm going to say about this month's controversies. You can wait for the August Skibidi recap to hear more about that. But Labubus are as viral as ever. There's people calling them demonic. There's people, buying what they think is a real Labubu. Turns out to be a Lafufu. So yeah, Labubu is still going strong. If you guys aren't sure what that is, check us out afterwards. We've got all the guides on what is Labubu. We've got a list of them all as well. I'd say we're one of the most comprehensive on the internet. It's a big claim, but we do have every series and we do have every doll. So alright, and then Italian Brainrot. It's kind of dying now, I would like to say. It's kind of falling off a bit, but I do know Stealer Brainrot on Roblox has come up with a new character. So, Sasha, Las Vaquitas Saturnitas, can you walk me through here? What is the story about this baby cow Saturn abomination?
Yeah, well, basically, it is a new Italian Brainrot character that is getting popular because of Stealer Brainrot, which is a Roblox game. Mm-hmm. And this character is just a small version of La Vaca Saturna Saturnita, which is another Italian Brainrot character. And it's playable in games, so you guys can steal it. And yeah, it's a baby Saturn cow. And that pretty much wraps up the majority of the Skibidi recap, with one last final story being our K-pop soda pop, K-pop demon hunters, who are, if you guys aren't caught up, it's a Netflix movie which has been smashing records. It's one of the most popular Netflix movies at the moment. And basically, without spoiling the whole movie, it's about a K-pop girl group who are trying to save the world through their voices. It's been passed down through generations of K-pop girl groups passing down the duty. And basically, they fight these demons that are coming up from the underworld. They sing to connect hearts around the world, and they want to make the Moon, which is a barrier which is going to protect the world from these demons coming up from the underworld. And the more hearts they connect, the stronger their singing voices, the stronger this barrier. And eventually, once it turns gold, it's going to completely stop all of the demons. So the whole shtick is that they've been too successful at their job. The demons have had no chance for generations, and so the demons have kind of switched up their tactic, and they come up with a K-pop boy group, and that's this Saja Boys group that you can see on the screen here. And yeah, so that's basically the gist of the story without spoiling the whole movie, that they're kind of a rival group trying to steal their fans, and they're quite successful at it. And where the meme comes in is that after the movie came out, the songs have been so popular that the K-pop boy groups, one of their songs, Your Idol, made it into the top 10 of Spotify. And there were a lot of comments around at the time that I was seeing with people saying that
if the Saja Boys were real, they definitely would have succeeded, basically. Like, we would have been screwed, because they're top 10 of Spotify. You know, even though we know that they're these fake Saja Boys demon group, we still have gotten them to the top 10 of Spotify. But then where it kind of rebounded was a week or two later, so probably about a week ago now. The girl group in the movie called Huntrix have come out with they've got their song called Golden from the movie, has now made it to number 1 on Spotify. And the reason that's such a big deal is because it's the first K-pop girl group to ever make it to number 1 on Spotify, and they're not actually a real group. So it's pretty crazy. And so yeah, I was seeing comments that it's all good, guys. We're safe with this. The Honmun's gonna be turning golden. So the main point of our article here, though, is the soda pop dance, which, Sasha, I've heard you've been seeing it all over your TikTok feeds, people trying this dance out.
Yes, it's everywhere. People love the dance. It comes directly from the movie, but people are kind of making their own twist on it, and it's all over TikTok. It's the new dance at the moment. So there's a step-by-step instruction on the Skibidi Times, so check it out, guys.
Yeah, if you guys want to know how to do it all, it's from the point of the song where they start really getting into the dance. We've got from right at the beginning where they take a sip of their drink up until getting a little bit funky with it. So all right, so that was our Skibidi recap for July, guys. Sorry we're a little bit rough this time. It is our first time. Be gentle, guys. We will get better with this as time goes on. Each month we do plan to put out a Skibidi recap with the news, memes, trends, and everything in between that happened for that month on TikTok and just in general. But we will also be putting out articles on the regular. Every week we're putting out a bunch of new articles about any of the new happenings going on during that week. We've got news articles, we've got memes, we've got slang, we've got collectibles like Labubu. We plan on putting out some more Crybaby, Monchichi, if you guys have heard about this one. Italian Brainrot. We've got a bunch of different stuff going on, and we're always expanding, and we're always trying to put out top quality new content for everybody out there. So check out our website if you haven't, and it'll give you a bit of a head start on what we're going to be talking about in the next recap as well. So that's it for me. Anything from you, Sasha?
Check out the Skibidi Times, guys. Don't troll us too hard in the comments.
Yes, nice comments would be appreciated for us at this beginning stages. Once we're established a bit more, you can be a bit meaner to us, and we'll take it.